Hi, welcome to PHP and MySQL video. This is a list of suggestions how you can use this video. The notes for this video can be found here at this URL. Sorry, at here, this URL, which is loaded here. Okay, I was going to show the example 4, but okay. So we are doing example 4. Okay, but example 4 only do a really standard query, okay? But if you want to search for something, for example, search by product code, you want the user to key in something. All right, you don't just do a query of everything. So you have to get a piece of information or some pieces of information from the user and search the rest of the stuff. Okay. So if that's the case, I cannot just do this. I'm going to close example 4 and AC. We are going to write example 5. Okay, I'm going to close. I'm going to go back here as well. So, all right, let me close. Let me delete this. Okay, so example 5 is slightly different. In example 5, you not only get information from the file that we're going to write, which is AC select search. We're going to pass a piece of information there. The search is going to use that to search the database and then return the information back to example 5. Okay. And this time we have to write example 5 first. We cannot work backward like last time. And of course, they are going to may use the database connection file and the database error file, which is already there. So these two files are already there. Okay. So let me sort by name. ctemp ajax. So we're going to make a copy of example 4 and rename it to example 5. And then open this in Notepad++. Sorry, right-click example 5 and edit with Notepad++. And change the title, just example Ajax. And let's keep the query function, okay? But as usual, we are going to comment out this part. So they are not going to be called. We are going to change the rest, change the stuff below here. So Ajax search database. We have a my form and the button still works. But before that, we are going to put a text box. Oops, sorry. Height equal to something. ID equal to something. We need an ID because we need to get a value. And then let me do 2BR. And then your result will be displayed here. Okay. All right, it's a text box, and we need to give it an ID because we need to get a value from it. Let's just call it product code. Control S to save. Okay, and then when something happens, we do a query function. Let's bring out the hello here. That should work. Let's see what happened. Come back here, reload, example 5. If you press the query SQL, you get a hello. Oops, sorry, I don't want it to be called query SQL. I'm just going to call it search by product code. Control S to save, reload. Hello, great. So the first thing we want to do, we want to get what the user input. Let's say the user want to key in PO, PO. I should be able to get that. Okay. And we're going to comment out this. We're going to uncomment this part. So they create the ajax request and something is going to happen here. Okay, but I don't want it to happen yet. So I'm going to comment out this part. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get a value. So you create a variable, which is JavaScript variable. Okay, case sensitive. Use the famous get element by ID. Case sensitive. And get the ID, which is product code, case sensitive. And that's a text box. So the property is value. Control S to save. Reload. So if I search by product code, you will get the value pole here. Okay, pretty good. Now I want to send this information to here and then the result sent back. Okay, so let's do that. So now I can uncomment this part. Uncomment this part. Put this part here. And I want to send it over using get method. So you need a query string, question mark, key equal to value. So to do that, I'm going to create a variable, JavaScript, query string equal to key is product code. So this is just a key value pair in the query string equal to product code is what you just got, which is poll. And then you send it over there, but it's not called select search, select change. I'm going to create a new file called select search. So I have to change the name to select search. Send it over. Okay. And then you get the information back wherever select search is, update here. Control S to save. So far, so good. Now I want to create a new file called select search. Okay. All right. So for select search, I'm going to just create a new text document. Right click new text document, EG008 C underscore select underscore search dot PHP. And then open this in Notepad++ and just a simple PHP file. Okay, so in this file, what we are going to do is we are going to get the information from here. Note that this is a get method query string, and to do that, we are going to create a new variable called product code, which is PHP. Okay, so this is so confusing, right? You have a product code, which is HTML ID. You have a product code, which is JavaScript. You have another product code, which is a query string. Send it over using a get method. And here you have a product code, which is PHP. So there are four things all called product code. filter input, get method, and the name that we are going to get is the query string here, which is product code. And let's echo the same product code back, right? Just to prove that it works. Control S to save. Come back here, keep your finger crossed. So reload. If you type O and search, you get nothing back. That is not good. Okay, let's see what went wrong, right? This is a good time to debug. So if you try to search, let me reload first. If you want to search, you should get pullback, but it's not back. What went wrong? You come back and see the example 5, you realize that you just called a page, but you never sent through the, we never sent through the query string. So we have to attach the query string at the back. That is how to make a get method. Now, when you reload and search, and it's changed to post. So you send the query string over, they get the information and send it right back to you, so you get poll. But you want to use that to do a search, so you don't want that. So you need a little bit more information on this page. Okay. All right. To do that, you need a SQL statement. So let's just type the SQL statement somewhere. So to do some search, you need to do like select star from products table where product code like star, I'm sorry, okay, let's continue to write the SQL statement so you can so let's start from products when product code is like, you can use equal, you can use more, bigger than, smaller than, or any criteria, but like is looking for a pattern. And let's say you want to look for anything that contains a P. Okay, so you say there's something in front, this is a wildcard, and something at the back, percentage, which is a wildcard. Anything contain a P. So let's test this before we even put into HTML, put in a PHP file. Okay, come over here. So you are looking at here, go to your PHP MyAdmin. Make sure you are in Kung Fu Panda shop somewhere. Click on the SQL, do Control V to paste, and go. You get 3 things there. All the product code contains a P. All of them has a product code containing a P. Okay. Right, now I can put this into my PHP file. I can put this here, but I don't want to write everything from scratch. So first thing you do is comment out the product code. Then I'm going to copy my code for AC select changed. Come over here. In my last example, I used that. So the first thing you need is so I'm going to switch between the 2 files and copy things. The first thing you do is you need the required ones, Control C, so they can connect to the database. The second thing you need is the query, the statement, the execute, and fetch all. Control C. But the query is different, okay? In the query, you're not doing this. You are doing this. So I'm going to copy this. Okay, this is typical hard coding, right? which is not right because you actually want to put this product code into the statement. So when you go to a like, I have to do a bind value. Okay, there's space here, and then here, I have to do a bind value. Okay, bind value is a bit tricky because I have two things. I have a string of percentage at the in front and string of percentage at the back, and the middle is the product code. So I join them. It would be much easier if you just equal. And then I want to make sure that it is a string. Okay, let me just make this thing longer. Execute, fetch all. So it should be good. Keep your finger crossed. Comment out this, but we need to display input, display output. So we go to select change and copy the whole table. Control C, Control V. Sorry. Yeah, that looks better. Control S to save. Keep your finger crossed. Reload. If you key in PO, you get PO. If you key in P, you get the three things you saw over there. Okay, what else do they have? If you key in like M or T, okay, so if you do like, they return everything, but if you don't do like, you do equal, which is a different SQL statement. They only return one thing, fill in one box. Okay, of course you need to do a validation right now for HTML, if you have any errors and all that. Okay, yeah, we finish. Select search. Okay, let me go back here. Ajax, and let's close this. Okay. All right, and delete this. Okay, that's a good place to stop, and we are going to come back in the next video real soon to finish the next example, a different kind of search. Thanks for watching.